Welcome back to the show. On the show today, we have from Hawaii, we have author Act of Kindness. We're really excited today. We don't really interview many authors because our show, when you're an author, you're a step above. So we want to welcome Marianne Of Waikiki to the show. Marianne, welcome to the show today. Thank you for being on.
Well, aloha and mahalo, Jay Stoyan. What an honor to be here, and what a birthday wish it is also to share the Acts of Kindness series with you today. It's been a long journey, and I can't wait to share the story of the Acts of Kindness series with you.
Well, before we get started, happy birthday. Happy
Mahalo.
birthday. Yeah, birthday girl. Happy birthday. I love your outfit. I love your hat. Just let everybody know right now we are live on Facebook and we love interacting and reading the comments. So please do comment because you're in for a whirl of a show. So again, we have on the show today, Suite 303, we have author Marianne Of Waikiki. So Marianne, tell us about your book series. Now we are on your site and you got so many great books and you're so positive, but you share your inspiration with our people, please.
Well, thank you. So, Jay, my name is Marianne Ambrose. I go by Marianne of Waikiki. Why not me? Yeah, thank you for complimenting on my fancy hat because that's how really Marianne of Waikiki started. It's my sign language name, Marianne of Waikiki. Why? Because I was a sign language interpreter for a deaf man for over a decade in the island of Oahu. Hawaii, Waikiki, Hawaii, and I had the opportunity to live on a sailboat. What a dream to come true. And so he knew where to find his sign language interpreter by wearing my fancy hats. And I was an interpreter at the Unity Church of Hawaii. And through guided meditation, I asked what my next purpose was. And the universe said, "You're writing a series of children's sign language books with puppets." I'm like, "With puppets?"
What?
And yeah, bet with puppets. I said, "Okay." And my deaf friend Scott and I became Reiki masters there. He lost his hearing at age 7, but spoke very well. So we have a lot of stories to share around the islands. And one of them, I was walking down the mall in Ala Moana Mall in Waikiki, and there was this tree of folk manus puppets. And I was like, okay, I got the sign. Okay, universe, tell me what's next. And I picked up this chicken and I could in it. There was a glove puppet I could finger spell. Met Dr. Fingers here. He is now the finger spelling hermit crab who has a YouTube channel now, and he's featured in our first book called Underwater Acts of Kindness.
Okay,
For
so hold
all
on.
you,
Let's hold it there. So acts of kind. 'Cause I'm trying to wrap my head around this. I'm sure our viewers are going, "What? What's going on here?" So acts of kindness. You're an interpreter for sign language, which is totally amazing. Like that's just like that's bravo, right? So that's just great. And then all of a sudden, these puppets come into the picture. Like, yeah. So okay, continue. It's just like, wow, this is like very like unique.
yeah, well, and then the creativity just started coming through again. I said guided meditation, and while living on my sailboat, all this garbage was floating around my sailboat and all throughout the marina, and wanted to know where's this coming from, why. And so I would be thinking of something during the week, and when I would go to the Unity Church and interpret in the back of the church, signing for Scott, a lot of things were affirmed, talking about.
Hmm.
And Suzanne Sims, I met. She's a playwright writer who knows Scott and I, and went on a dolphin excursion. And anyway,
Mm.
was telling kind of the vision and the mission because no one has done anything in animation movies with sign language characters environment. And so she has helped us create and write the stories into book format. And we have a series now. So I'm grateful for over this last decade that we, as Acts of Kindness team, didn't give up because we see the vision for ocean cleanup, especially the Great Pacific Garbage Patch between Hawaii and California. Our second book is Rabbit Acts of Kindness, No Bully for anti-bullying, and we're currently working on the climate change book. So we will have a series. And again,
Wow.
Jay, I see the vision of bringing these into animation movies with a soundtrack by Lucy Lynch in The Perfect Wave. Lucy sang at the Unity Church of Hawaii. She has this angelic voice. Nick's guitar sounds like whales and dolphins. So we have the whole package. So Jay, you can kind of think of Mariana's Waikiki as like your next J.K. Rowling, Dora the Explorer, and we want to retell like Hello Kitty. And no one has done that with sign language characters. And 3% of books out there only have persons with disability characters. So we got so much fun that's going to be happening. We have YouTube videos. We have 10 Apple App games as online courses to go with the books. We got videos. We got so much going to be happening in the next 4 months to share with you. So again, thank
So
you for
let
letting me
me
be here.
That's a
Mahalo.
lot of information. Wow. So let me talk to you a little. Okay, so it's a book series, and how many books for our viewers, right? So how many books do you plan to be in the series, or are you just going to continue on, or is there like a limit, like three, four, six, eight? How many books would you do you plan?
Well, we will have four at the end of
Okay,
this year.
okay.
And yeah, so I'm very excited. It took some
Go through
time
the
to.
titles. Go through the titles again for us.
Sure. The first book is Underwater Acts of Kindness,
Okay.
and it features Noah, the hard of hearing whale, who happens to be in a boating accident during a Hawaiian
Ooh.
vacation in a glow in dark party. And he loses his hearing and he gets rehabilitated not only by an angelfish called Angelina Joy Fillet, and Dr. Fingers, the finger spelling hermit crab. And he then is recruited by a sea turtle called the General of the New Earth Army to tackle the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. When he sees all the sick fish and wants to know why they're sick, and it's because of the pollutions, the plastics. And so this is how the story goes. And we end up on the big island and we have a birth of a baby whale. And again, Lucy's angelic voice to guide us through the stories. Nick's guitar sounds like whales and dolphins. And during the pandemic, I was able to go into studio into Manoa Valley, where they musicians recorded the soundtracks, not one, but two, but three. So this is a series. And we linked up the soundtrack to it. So it's available on Audible to listen to now with my voice and Lucy and the Perfect Way with Underwater Acts of Kindness.
So let me jump in here. So the books are either going to be available or they are available in print form, right?
They
And
are. They are available
and
in print form now on
yeah,
Amazon.
yeah.
Yes.
And how else if people want online too? Can you purchase or not yet? Or you tell us like how would people be able to purchase your products?
Well, just right now, Amazon has the books available, and Underwater Acts of Kindness is on Audible. We are
Okay.
uploading coloring books with Dr. Fingers to go with the story and the other two characters, which we'll introduce next week. Um, and uh, I'm
I
sorry.
love it. I love it that you do it out of the best state in the USA. Like I'm a big fan of Hawaii. Like I went to Hawaii. I love the Pink Hotel. That's in Waikiki, is it not? The Pink Hotel. I think it's in Waikiki,
Yes.
right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, we stayed. I mean, we stayed at the Sheraton. I remember, and I was blown away when I went there that all the big hotels they don't have any doors on them. Like you just walk right in. I was like, "Where's the doors? No doors." And then we went to Outrigger. But I love like I could talk about
Hmm.
Hawaii all day long. It was just such a wonderful experience, sort of thing. But yeah, why don't we take a quick break? Okay. And we're going to come back and we're going to talk a little about inspiration, how you got into this, where you plan on going, the people that are helping you, the big vision. So stay tuned. You're watching Suite 303. On the show today, we have author Marianne Of Waikiki. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.